Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second hour of this week's episode of Copenhagen Dreaming. We are at a high school party where the erstwhile group of Fae are trying to figure out how to inspire anyone, really.
Well, we're trying to inspire ourselves to inspire people.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I'm so happy my last thing didn't get into the actual recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we wanted to start with a dance and sing, make a band sort of thing, and then go from there.
Yes. So, how are you going to go about that?
Well,
I propose, just to get everybody out of the chairs, that we put on Macarena.
That's actually, yeah.
that's a throwback. I think my dad danced to that.
Yeah, but everybody knows that, nobody actually feels like they look silly, so just to get people started on the feet.
Well, that's a good start, yeah.
I think you're wrong there. Everyone knows they look silly, and that's hilarious.
Yeah, but you don't feel like the odd one out, because everyone does it. Like, it's like, no, I can't do this, because it looks funny. Yeah, let's do this.
Think.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good idea. Something everyone knows. Something everyone wants to dance to.
Yeah.
Right.
And people don't get too intimidated by it.
And of course, there is, on the karaoke machine, of course the Macarena is there. I mean, what kind of karaoke machine would it be if it wasn't?
You look skeptical, Jasmine.
I know you know the song. I've seen you dance to it.
Yes.
But
Right.
So we're going to have to roll some dance things.
It should, by the way, be said at this point, actually, let me get a perception plus alertness just from you, Jasmine. Just from you.
Perception plus alertness.
Yes.
Oh dear.
We're being watched. I feel like Dave's stepping's in the falls.
There we go.
Wow!
That's good. You just realize at that moment that you have no idea where Liliganesha is, but because he's not in your pocket where he normally is, or in your bag where he also normally is if he's not in the pocket.
He's normally in my bag. But he knows he's meant to stay in there, and he keeps complaining about wanting to get out.
Yes.
Obviously, he's seen an opportunity.
Yes, he has seen an opportunity and he has gone off to investigate the world.
Oh dear.
Is Sir Oscar?
Sir is currently singing along to the music inside, which the high school
Means
students... Exactly. The high school students find it hilarious. Sir has actually got a fairly decent singing voice.
Give me a second. I'll find out if that is true.
It'd be good if it was.
I
Anyway,
didn't give him anything in perform, so he probably didn't.
He can have a good singing voice without being able to, necessarily hold the rhythm or the tune.
Before we get started, has anyone seen my little statue?
Why did you bring him?
He's just always in my backpack. It's a sentimental thing.
It's the same reason I always have Seb with me.
Yeah, that's weird too.
Why is that weird? Listen to him. He's adorable.
Who brings a dog to a party?
Someone who knows the dog is intelligent enough to actually appreciate it.
I mean, yeah.
He's gotten a whole year's supply of tummy scratches with this party already.
Also, everyone is liking him.
I mean, yeah, dogs are popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had he been a regular dog, I wouldn't have brought him. But he isn't.
Yes. But it was just this image of him on his back, legs splayed apart like a chicken, tongue out, looking very pleased with himself.
Trying to sing along to the music.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Having
so-
autistic little brother.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jasmine obviously can't. I mean, Okay, picture this. She starts calling out for her bronze statue, expecting response. How's that going to look?
It's going to look, at least no one else is out here.
Yeah.
So, how do? What do?
What do? I'm going to use the dance as an excuse to go around the room and see if I can spot him as I dance to the Macarena.
Yes.
Kill two birds with one belly dance.
Right. You do, in fact, find him pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He has. He is lying on his back. Pretty much in the exact kind of pose that you described earlier for the dog. Next to a pan of brownies.
Mm-hmm.
To the world, he looks like a regular bronze statue, right?
Yep. And to you, he looks like a very, very stoned little Ganesha.
Mm-hmm. You are terrible, you know that?
Hey, these are really good. Can you learn the recipe for these? Oh, no, 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 no. I want to eat more.
No.
I'm hungry.
Oh, picking me up.
Feed me. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh dear. I'm going to take you to see your friend, sir. You can have a little dance together.
Sir's cool. Hey, he's really cool. I like Sir.
Mm-hmm.
I like brownies too. I really like brownies. Brownies.
No more brownies. No.
Brownies. Brownies.
No.
Brownies.
I put you back in the bag and I'll zip it up.
You're mean.
Oh, I can't say no to that face.
Try the brownies. They're really good.
Later.
You don't love me anymore.
You're just being.
He's actually sitting there with big bronze tears coming down his face.
Oh, for goodness sake. She reaches for a brownie and takes a piece off and gives it to him, and she just to keep him happy. She tries a bit of one.
Yes, they taste okay. I mean, that's the thing. They actually taste pretty good, but you know what's in there. He, on the other hand, is a very, very happy little bronze statue because he's got more noms.
Mm-hmm. I want you to sit up on a shelf somewhere and just be philosophical. Give wisdom to these people, even if they can't hear it. They'll give you something to do.
Okay, I can do that.
You need to inspire them to be creative.
Oh, that's easy. Eat more brownies.
I don't understand why people worship you. She's just muttering as she walks out of the kitchen into the living room. And I imagine the song will be over by now. So
Yes, pretty much.
Found him. Someone thought it would be funny to have him tipped over next to the brownies like he'd been eating them. Very funny, whoever did that.
He's been eating brownies?
Obviously not really, because he's a bronze statue, and he looks at you in a way that says, yes, of course he was. But he doesn't say that, because there are people here.
That you can see the little bronze statue being his usual mobile self, except right now he's kind of floppy in Shasmin's hands because he is really severely stoned.
My hands, they can touch everything but themselves. Oh,
hey, that's why I've got that. When you say that, it comes from the little statue. That's why I have a trunk. See, I can touch both my hands without using my hands.
Yeah,
and he shifts his trunk between one hand and the other.
Yeah, he goes up on a shelf. She has to tippy-toe to get him up on a high one. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any more luck with any other songs?
They could get stoned.
Yeah. But neither did
No
I.
brownies for Corgi.
Yeah.
That's
See.
probably
The corgi looks up with you with a facial expression that just goes a smile that just becomes a little too wide, as if to tell you too late.
Chocolate isn't good for you, so
I'll feel awful in the morning, but right now it's fun.
yeah, but it's my floor you're gonna puke all over.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a point. Why should you care about that?
You can just put me out back.
No, you're a little too happy about the neighbor's dog. She's in heat, and I noticed you.
Aww! Boo! You're no fun.
Is that why you ate them, hoping to be kicked out in the garden? You know what? You're staying inside, in the garage, all night.
I'm gonna puke on your paintings.
Go ahead.
We have terrible pets, don't we? Come, let's get back to actually, trying to bring some life into these people's lives.
Well, I have one up. Corgis are amazingly cute.
I mean, yes.
And Lily Ganesha, well, he's a statue to everyone else. Cute! But not really fussy.
No.
Well, what are we to do? Make them dance, or sing, or both, or what?
A couple of the guys from the class have actually, they've actually tried their luck. They seem to have sort of encouraged each other enough that they got up there and that they're trying to sing.
Oh, Jonas is definitely cheering them on then.
One of them isn't actually bad. The other one is hopeless, but one of them isn't. Yeah, he's untrained, but he's not bad.
Excellent. The one that's not so good at singing, how's his dancing? Is he trying to dance?
Yeah, trying being the operative word.
We need to find out if he's good at any instruments. Or whether he just needs dance lessons, I don't know. But, we work with what we've got.
Well, coaching could be a way to inspire them.
Yes. Chessman's about, let's say, 17 or 18, so she should be old enough to be able to do something like this and it not be too weird. When we started the break, I mentioned a certain song I would like Chessman to find and try to dance to.
I can't remember which one it was.
You Spin Me Right Round.
Oh, right, yes.
If we can find that, and then Jasmine can dance with a couple of these lads up there in a playfully, not an actual suggested manner, but
You have to basically download that song to the machine because it's not standard, but you do find it.
Okay, I love that you can download things to.
Yeah, if they're good quality karaoke machines, you can actually go online with them and find extra songs.
Yeah, there's a reason there's karaoke versions of stuff on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
It also proves that because this is a pretty good rig, and incidentally, the house that you're in, Maya's parents probably have money.
Nice.
At least this is it's definitely upper middle class. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Okay. So, well, there we go. It's something that we can find a way to use that to our advantage.
That's so diabolical.
Yes, I'm British. I'm kind of like an inbuilt trait.
He can turn on the diabolical sound it comes as standard installed with every Brit.
Well,
Yeah.
now I know that this person that I'm thinking about right now is American and goes Smithers.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, but the point is that this is an excuse for Jasmine to encourage those up there, even if they're not so good at dancing, to dance a bit more, and does so in a way that is, energetic, and it involves getting close and doing that thing of waving your torso in front of those faces.
One of the girls from this class, actually, while you're doing that, goes over to Agnes. Because, obviously, Agnes is the kind of person that everybody likes to talk to.
Yes.
That's kind of her thing. She sits there and goes, she says, I wish we had more people in our class who were, good at this kind of thing, because we have the end of the school year coming up and we don't even have any, we haven't got anything prepared. Oh. You guys are, really good at this.
Thank you. And, I mean, Jonas even actually has his own band.
He does? Oh, that's so cool. She looks...
cool rock band.
Oh, she looks at him again with this smoldering look.
Right, Jonas!
We drop down.
And,
I'm so scared he locked out of the call, like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
I think he's trying to get back in.
I am in.
Jonas ran out.
I did?
Oh, I thought it was Rasmus that actually left the call the second. That was, okay.
But no, and she's clearly impressed by the fact that that Jonas has a band, and she doesn't say it, but it's on her face that. But you guys are younger than us, and you already have your shit in order. Not fair, kind of. You can see it on her face.
Well,
shit in order.
Feel free to call me over, Agnes.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Like, Jonas, get over here.
Sure. Jonas gets over there. Hi, I'm Jonas.
Hi,
Jonas.
I'm Maria. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So what's up?
Well, I was just saying that it's pretty amazing how you guys can do all this, and you're really, 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 really good. And so is he, and she points towards August, and again the whole smoldering look sort of thing, and so is he, and she points over towards Sunny. You guys are all really good singers, and here we are getting drunk and looking like complete idiots, and we're less than 3 months away from the last day of school, and we'll be done with high school. We won't see each other again, probably. Well, in most of our cases, we will never see each other again, and we don't even have anything prepared. We don't even have anything planned.
You know who else is good at singing?
Who?
That guy. Jonas points to the guy who was actually good at singing.
What, Jacob?
Yeah.
But he's shy.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it? A hidden treasure.
I guess.
Oh, you should totally make a performance.
Are you serious? None of us, okay, Jacob can sing, and that's awesome, but that's, we're a whole class here.
Yeah.
So you want us all to sing?
Or play or dance? I mean, Shasman over there, he points to Shasman, who's probably dancing. She's very good at dancing, and I mean, she could probably teach you a few things. Or Sunny there.
Cool.
Who's probably also dancing.
That is... You'd help us? I mean... Wow. That's
hey, you said you had 3 months, right?
Yeah, we've got 3 months. And she just gets up and raises her voice and is like, hey, guys, listen, shut up, everyone, for just a few moments, listen. And then she basically gets her class's attention, and she goes, listen, we don't have anything for final day of school, but these guys are willing to help us if we want to put on a performance like this. And immediately you can just see the looks on the faces of most of her classmates, like, oh no. Yeah. And the guy whom you just saw, who was actually pretty good at singing, he looks like he needs to crawl down under the nearest sofa and just hide.
Oh, it's adorable.
I think Jonas. Sorry.
No,
Jonas stands up, is ready to, give an inspirational speech, and says, "I mean, I've listened to some of you guys and watched you all night, and I know some of you are actually really good at singing."
Echo.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me see if I can do something about that over here.
I think if you... Oh, it's gone now.
It is.
So... Oh, and now it's back.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think I'll just give me a second. I will do like this and see if that helps.
No.
If I turn it down much more, it'll be difficult to pick up what I'm saying as well.
Yeah.
Push to talk.
You can push to talk
Yeah.
while I'm speaking and then put it back. So I've been observing you guys all night, and I know some of you are actually really good at singing, he says, trying very deliberately to get eye contact with Jacob.
Yeah?
Not the right button, I think.
Right, I'm gonna have to figure out in the next break how I set that up, because it's problematic.
I can use control for push to talk.
Yeah, and it will probably work here as well, but I need to do it in a break.
I'll help.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have 3 months. You have plenty of time to actually practice and do a really awesome show. Imagine that. Imagine a really awesome show. I mean, you're not going to see each other again unless you do put some effort into doing it. Wouldn't it be great to go out with a blast?
You know, you can see that you're swaying some of them, at least. You can also see that there are others who are, you know, less impressed or less cool with the idea, but you are certainly getting enough of them interested that they could do something.
If it's worth noting, the voice of a songbird also helps with inspirational speaking.
Yeah, it does. This is what I'm saying. You are definitely getting... We're talking about self-conscious teenagers, and you are actually standing there convincing them to do something this extrovert. It's that's pretty impressive in itself. So you are getting probably just over half of the class interested.
Jonas proposes that they all do a group number together. And as in right now. Keep the spirit going.
Right. Well, somebody gets up there and says, "Well, you could do, I don't know, like Band-Aid from the 80s, the big group song."
Let's try it.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you took something more recent?
Yeah. Do you have an idea?
Well, do the most silly dance where you're supposed to be silly. Like, what's it called? The Chinese guy that's riding a horse. Gangnam Style. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Something
awesome.
like that.
That's awesome. That's a good idea.
Everybody can do that, and everybody looks silly, but on purpose.
Or the shuffle, but that's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Only kind of.
We can start with Gangnam Style. The girl that you've been talking to, Maria, says, let's give it a shot, guys. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Everyone here has seen each other be idiots. We've known each other for 3 years, and you can see there's one of the guys in the back who raises his hand as if to protest, to say that nobody has ever seen him look like an idiot. She just sends him a look, and he just lowers his hand and sits down. No words are exchanged.
There's something he doesn't remember that everyone else remembers.
Yep. Exactly. But somebody puts on Gangnam Style, and it takes a while. It takes more than one playthrough to get everyone going.
Yeah, of course, I assume... You go.
Yeah, no, Agnes is just, walking around the room and sort of, pulling people's hands to get them up dancing and, encouraging everyone who sits down. Like, yeah, come on, you're doing great, move on.
Yeah, there are 2 or 3 that you can't get through to them no matter what the hell you do. But the one that is probably the most important, and he's also a little bit problematic, is Jacob. Because it's clear that he is very shy. And that him getting up on stage and singing before was, one of those spur-of-the-moment things where he probably acted before he thought it through, and now he's overwhelmed with shame at having done it.
Oh.
Can I approach him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jonas leans in and says, "Hey, I actually have a band of my own, and I thought you were a really good singer."
I mean, I don't know, and all these people looking at you at the same time. I mean, how can you do that? It's so.
This might sound weird, but at least to me, there's so many of them that you don't see any of them. If that makes sense.
It doesn't actually. I just see that there are a lot of them.
I figured.
Even here in this room, and they're all my friends.
It's kind of like ripping off a band-aid. And once you get started, it stops. I mean, you just did it yourself. You've already done it.
Yeah. I wish I hadn't.
Why? You are amazing.
Because my stomach is hurting.
Oh.
I got the pill for that.
What's that?
A brownie.
He takes one look at you and goes, Is that the kind of... I don't give a shit. Give me a brownie.
Goes to the kitchen, gets the brownie.
Yeah. He wolfs that thing down so fast, he's going to be stoned for 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't take his time with it like you're supposed to. He inhales it.
Yes.
I think Stanley makes a face that says, "Ooh, he's gonna regret that later."
It's like, dude.
No, he isn't. Maya is.
Yeah.
He takes it takes a little while obviously before it works, but
yeah, it has to start going to the digestion.
But he doesn't know that. He immediately his facial expression just changes immediately. The placebo effect.
And chocolate.
And sorry, what?
And
chocolate. And he just looks a whole lot more mellow and calm all of a sudden. And he's like, "Okay, where's that microphone?"
Oh yeah, do it.
He takes the microphone and he gets up on stage, and he doesn't speak Korean, so singing Gangnam Style is going to be difficult. But that's the whole point of karaoke, of course, is that the words are on the screen. It's not a perfect rendition by any stretch of the imagination, but the point is, he does have a good voice. And he can hold a tune.
And I mean, Jonas at least tries his very best to give him a giant applause when he's done.
You're not the only one. Most of his class are like falling over themselves for this, because he probably just made himself look like a bigger idiot than anyone else in the entire room by trying to sing a Korean song. And he still got through it, and they all think he's the coolest shit ever because of it.
And that is what he needs.
Yeah, he needs the support. That's
exactly
obvious. He clearly needs the support. And around that time, Maya walks back into the room. She steps up right next to August. She's holding a brownie as well that she's nibbling on. She just looks up at him and says, "This brownie that you brought, right?
Yeah.
Can I get the recipe?"
Sure.
Great.
You brought it? Sonny stares at August.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm holding you responsible for my...
For your what? Tin figure?
It's bronze, you Philistine.
Yeah. poison.
Oh,
Guess who gets a dog with him home that can puke all over his floor now?
yes.
Well, we can run for it. If you catch me, I'll bring him home.
Oh.
You what?
She wants you to catch him.
Maya looks up at him and goes, so you actually want to do a foot race with a satyr? She whispers this.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, you've got balls. Oh, wow, you've really got. Okay,
No,
this brownie is
there's
working.
someone that's got more balls than me offering me the dog.
The brownie is definitely working. I shouldn't be looking at you like that. Okay, next. What are you guys actually up to? Is that how the hell did you get Jacob up on stage?
Fed him a brownie.
Oh, that's clever.
Also, you're probably going to be doing a group number for your final celebration.
Awesome! Cool!
Yeah, so you should get up there with Jacob.
Yes, I should! Yay!
We're inspiring her too.
She puts the half brownie that she hasn't eaten yet in August's hands and says thank you very much, and then she heads up on stage as well, where she grabs the other microphone and launches into when that song is over, she immediately goes to punch in what's it called, a number of her own, and up pops Damned I Wish I Was Your Lover, because obviously in her case.
Yep.
And Jacob suddenly looks like he could crawl into that mouse hole again, but not for very long. Not for very long. And it's a solo number. She's not actually singing it with him, but he's staying on stage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gift of Pan is amazing.
It is amazing. So
it's almost glamorous.
It's almost glamorous. That sort of thing usually does take time, though. But the point is, of course, that the party goes on and continues to go on for a for the rest of the night until the very wee hours of the morning. And by the end of that, there's no question that this class, they've agreed that they're going to do some kind of song and dance number in front of the entire school when they're about to head off, and it's probably going to be kind of raunchy from what you can gather, because it's the final day of school and they don't have to answer to anyone after that.
And Maya's in the group.
That's that in itself. But they're definitely going to do it. However, they are also pretty clear that they're going to continue to need you guys to help them. Because, yeah, they're all kind of drunk and some of them are a bit stoned and so on and so forth. But when they come back around and start functioning normally again, then they will need some actual legitimate help on how to do this right. Including, they need to find a song that they can rewrite the lyrics for. They need to rehearse it. They don't want it to sound like they're very clear that they want it to sound good. They don't want it to be something out of a, 5th grade class performance in front of some adoring parents. They actually want it to sound good. Which may, all things considered, be biting over an apple that's just slightly too big for them, but they're at least willing to try.
Oh, they've definitely gotten Jonas invested.
So basically, he is being inspired right along with them.
Exactly.
Like a trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sonny's obviously also into it because yay, art stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jasmine's more than happy to help with the dance and.
Yeah, they can help with basic dance moves, how to control your voice, all that jazz.
Exactly.
So,
even if they want costumes.
Yeah, see, that's another thing that they might need help with, is basically getting, doing the whole band thing also requires that they look the part and so on. So they're getting all kinds of ideas, and their brains are cashing in checks that their wallets can't really follow right now. But hey, they're trying. And so once the party is over, you guys are basically all left with a handful each of telephone numbers for people. Maria makes sure that you have her phone number, all of you, because she's the one who kind of was the first one to be the engine behind the whole thing. And a few other people, Jacob, for example, makes sure that all three of the guys, because they can all sing, they all have his phone number, because he's probably gonna need help.
He's gonna get it.
Yeah, and that's sort of the thing. So the point here is that this isn't something that happens over the course of a single night.
It takes time.
It takes a while. And
also Sunny chases down August because screw him. He's gonna have the dog while it's puking chocolate brownie everywhere.
Thing is, what's his face? Sir seems to be quite alright. He is, after all, a chimerical dog.
Yeah, but he's still a dog, and Sonny doesn't know that the same rules apply to him.
True.
Well,
no one's ever told him.
Well, you have to find me to catch me.
That's a good point.
Are you hiding now?
Yeah.
God.
What about Ganesha? How
Right then.
Right? I guess
what
that is... we'll get to Ganesha in just a moment. Because I think we need to have a roll here.
Alright.
We need to have a dexterity plus stealth of some kind.
Yeah.
It's still too high.
Yeah, stealth plus dexterity from August, and a perception plus alertness from Sunny, trying to find him.
This is like kindergarten. Hide and go seek. Perception alertness.
Yep.
Alright. Is it just who gets the most successes, or?
Yep. All right.
Nope.
You go looking for August, but August is nowhere to be found.
Damn it, August! You're practically glittering everywhere you go, and now I can't find you anywhere.
That's how it goes when you're trying to find someone who lives off of larceny.
Yes. He is good at
Sunny
not being
hunts.
found.
Well, Sunny is also good at hiding.
Mm-hmm.
He's in fact so good at hiding that he wouldn't be able to find himself because his perception is worse than his dex.
All right, so you do not, in fact, find August when all is said and done, and consequently, you get to experience the next day that your dog has the munchies, but he's not got the pukies.
Yeah, I'm not feeding him just doing all his munchies.
That makes him complain.
Yeah, he's allowed to complain.
I mean, clearly you're starving him. Poor thing that
Clearly.
he is.
I imagine his father going, "Why the hell is Sir squeaking all that?"
Yes. No, I'm hungry. Oh,
because he wants food, but he's already gotten his food.
I'm still hungry. Oh. Your dad looks at you for a while. Give him something else to eat. We can't stay in the living room for his noise.
Fine, we'll go jogging. Right, sir? A long walk.
Sure, a long walk. Maybe down to the ice cream parlor.
No.
Oh.
As long as you have the munchies, you're going to jog. You're going to be out there running. Come on! And then he starts giving the dog exercise.
The dog thinks you're evil.
Mm-hmm. And maybe he'll stop eating pot brownies.
Possibly. There is no question that August's contribution to the food that night was a success. You also learn, by the way, speaking of Lila Ganesha, you learn that a bronze statue does not, in fact, have the munchies. Not after it's all over. He doesn't have the second day effects.
Mm-hmm. What he does have is a somewhat stern-looking, teenager glaring daggers at him, saying, "Hope you've learned your lesson."
Yeah, I have. It was fun.
I'm never letting you out of the bag again.
I'll find my own way out then, he says, and sticks his tongue out under his trunk.
She grabs the trunk and sort of pulls it. Yeah? Don't talk back to me. I'm your mum.
This is very painful. Let go of my trunk.
You're made of bronze.
Doesn't mean it's not painful.
Oh, toughen up.
Wah!
She lets go.
Okay.
Just don't. Next time, just ask. Okay.
Okay. Can I have a brownie?
She goes back to glaring at him, and after about 5 seconds, slowly from underneath the table where she's obviously staring at him, appears a little plate with a bit of brownie on it. And her facial expression does not change in the slightest. She enjoys spoiling him.
Yes, he's a very, very happy little miniature figurine now.
Yes.
This is where he realizes there's no pot in the one she just gave him.
That doesn't matter. It tastes of chocolate.
Yes. But yeah, that's basically what she does.
Yes. Right, so everyone is in some way or other, I imagine, going to be involved in helping this wannabe high school band get their act together, quite literally, in time for...
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
Please.
It'll be the bestest ever teenager rom-com plot.
Yes, it will be. And we shall see that teenager rom-com plot when we get back from the final break, which we're going to take right now. So we will be back with the final part of this week's Copenhagen Dreaming in just a moment.